Welcome to Morganable, where we serve you with authentic news, stories, documentaries, updates, and modern-style insights on our society and the larger world, and more importantly, about places that fall under the radar of the mainstream media machinery. We invite you to embark on this exciting journey of enlightenment with us. Morganable, your vehicle of enlightenment.
Muslim clerics in Ekiti State have called for credibility, peace, discipline, self-purification, and increased devotion to Allah during Eid-el-Fitr celebrations in Ekiti. The clerics gave the advice during a statewide prayer in Ekiti, marking the end of the 30-day fasting period. President General of the League of Imams and Afars in Southwest, Edo and Delta States, and Chief Imam of Ekiti, Jamiu Bello, urged Muslims to sustain their prayer life beyond Ramadan and seek divine intervention for peace and good governance at all levels. He also emphasized the need for violence-free elections ahead of the June 20 governorship poll in the state. Kewilere Bello called for unity among Muslims and Nigerians, urging them to practice the teachings of Ramadan and maintain continuous devotion beyond the holy month.
Èrò Ọlọ́run jẹ́ pàtàkì fún gbogbo ọmọ ẹ̀dá èèyàn, àwọn tó wà lókè àtàwọn tó wà nísàlẹ̀. Ká ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run.
In the same vein, Chief Imam of Asaruddin Society at Ekiti, Abdulmutal Akorede, encouraged the faithful to uphold the moral and spiritual lessons of Ramadan. Meanwhile, Secretary General to the state government, Abibat Adubiaro, congratulated Muslims on the successful completion of Ramadan and urged them to sustain virtues such as love, compassion, empathy, and selflessness. She also called for continued prayers for both the state and federal government to support the realization of development goals under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. On security, Adubiaro reassured residents of the government's commitment to maintain peace and stability, noting that Ekiti remains one of the most peaceful states in the country. She urged citizens to continue living harmoniously regardless of religious or ethnic differences.
So as Ramadan is living, the good virtues should be the same, should be continued. The virtue of love, the virtue of compassion, the virtue of empathy, and the virtue of selflessness. And they should continue praying for the success of this government and the success of the governments at the national level.
Also speaking with newsmen, other clerics and Muslim faithful expressed gratitude to Almighty Allah for the day and equally expressed their optimism for the virtue of which the fasting period had taught them.
Now to showcase what we have learned in the month of Ramadan. That means all the love for Allah that we have been showing, all the understanding of human being and the love we are sharing with them during the month of Ramadan should now continue after the month of Ramadan.
Thank God that we are still alive. God has given us another opportunity to reform ourselves.
We said for the basic country, our dear governor and president, that they should continue to say the prayer to keep the country one.
I've been grateful to Allah who has given us the opportunity to start this Ramadan. So we are grateful that Allah make us to see the end of the fasting. And we Muslims, we know that it's one of the pillars of Islam, and it's so significant to us.
What I have for the Muslims is to be closer to God, to pray for the unity of this country.
The Prophet, he has indulged us to celebrate today's Eid as we should, in oneness of God and in remembrance of Allah.
Today's celebration was amazing and it was exciting. I'm so glad to be here.
Thanks for watching us today and for joining us on our journey of enlightenment. Morganable, the vehicle of enlightenment.